The United Arab Emirates, one of the most prosperous and stable nations in the Middle East, is experiencing something rare. Not civil unrest, not internal protests, but a moment of heightened insecurity as geopolitical tensions engulf the region. In the past few days, amidst escalating conflict between the United States, Israel, and Iran, the UAE has issued emergency alerts, witnessed missile interceptions, and temporarily halted normal life, measures that have shaken residents and the wider world. Officials describe the situation as high alert, not chaos, and emphasize that public safety remains the top priority. Yet for ordinary people on the ground, the reality has been unsettling. Late into the night, millions of residents across Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, and other Emirates received official mobile emergency alerts urging them to seek shelter immediately. Stay away from windows and open areas and await further instructions from authorities. The alert sound itself, loud and unexpected, jolted many awake, igniting anxiety about what might come next. This was not a casual notification. It was the kind of alert that signals credible threat detection, backed by intelligence and real-time monitoring. And it wasn't just theoretical. Reports confirmed that Iranian missiles and drones were launched toward the UAE, part of a broader retaliation after coordinated strikes on Iran by the US and Israel. UAE air defenses responded with remarkable efficiency, intercepting hundreds of ballistic missiles and drones using advanced defense systems designed to protect populated areas. According to official defense statements, 132 of 137 detected missiles were destroyed, along with the majority of drones. Only a handful of intercept debris impacted UAE territory, even causing limited damage and a confirmed fatality of a foreign national in Abu Dhabi, an outcome which officials mourned and condemned. In Dubai, one intercepted drone left a minor fire on an iconic hotel's facade, and 4 people were reported injured in isolated incidents. National authorities have publicly reaffirmed that the security situation remains under control and that agencies are working around the clock to monitor developments, protect residents, and mitigate risks. The National Emergency Crisis and Disaster Management Authority, NCEMA, reiterated that precautionary measures are designed to safeguard public safety and urged calm. Nevertheless, the psychological impact of these alerts and interceptions is real. Social media posts captured residents sharing the moment they received the emergency warning. Some startled awake in the middle of the night, hearing unfamiliar tones and rushing to find secure interior spaces. Others described window-shaking booms followed by aircraft overhead, reinforcing the sense that this was more than just a rumor. It was happening around them. Schools and universities in the UAE have responded by shifting temporarily to online learning, a precautionary step aimed at reducing unnecessary outdoor activity during the tense period. Parents were alerted and asked to keep children safe indoors. Travel has also been deeply affected. Major airlines, including Etihad and Emirates, have suspended flights to and from UAE hubs until at least March 2nd, 2026, with schedules in flux and passengers urged to contact carriers for updates. Regional airspace closures and cancellations have left thousands of travelers stranded and intensified the sense of disruption in one of the world's busiest aviation corridors. What makes this situation especially complex is that it is not driven by domestic grievances. There is no internal uprising, no organized protest movement, and no mass civil disobedience. Instead, this is a ripple effect of geopolitical conflict, rooted in faraway decisions and battles that nonetheless have real consequences for life inside the UAE. Government authorities and emergency services are pushing 2 consistent messages: remain calm, follow official guidance, avoid spreading rumors, and trust only verified updates from official channels. This emphasis on verified information has become crucial because misinformation in times of crisis can be dangerous. The UAE has made it clear that circulating unverified or false reports could be punishable under national law, underscoring the importance of disciplined communication in such an environment. For many residents, locals and expatriates alike, the sudden shift to emergency alerts and precautionary measures has sparked a spectrum of reactions. Some report moments of anxiety and fear after receiving warnings or hearing distant explosions. Others express gratitude for the efficiency of defense systems and the professionalism of authorities working to manage the situation and maintain order. At its core, this moment in the UAE reflects one thing: a region under strain. The Middle East has long been a geopolitical crossroads, influenced by alliances, rivalries, and strategic interests spanning centuries. What once might have been abstract headlines now feels immediate. People are asking questions like, what happens next? Are we safe? How long will this last? The answer, for now, is that no one truly knows. What is certain is this: the UAE's air defenses have proven capable. Emergency alert systems are responsive, and authorities are prioritizing civilian safety. But the psychological impact, the fear triggered by sirens and alerts, is undeniable. Whether you're a resident in Abu Dhabi looking out at an eerily quiet skyline after an alert, or a traveler whose flight has been canceled at Dubai International Airport, this moment feels personal. And even as the situation stabilizes, the memory of sirens, blurred skies from intercepted debris, and the sound of alert tones on mobile phones will linger. This is a chapter in the story of the UAE, a nation that has rarely faced threats of this magnitude on its soil, but is now confronting the reality of regional conflict spilling into everyday life. And it's a reminder to the world that even countries known for stability are not immune to the shifting winds of global politics. For now, residents are advised to stay informed through official channels, follow safety protocols, stay indoors if advised, avoid unnecessary travel, and support one another through these unpredictable times. Because when the call to seek shelter arrives on millions of phones in the night, it is not just an alert. It's a moment that reminds people how fragile peace can feel. For many residents, the night the alert came through will not be forgotten easily. Phones vibrating at once, a sharp emergency tone cutting through sleep, messages urging people to move away from windows, to seek shelter, to wait. Some stood in hallways, each refreshing news feeds. Some checked on their children. Some looked out over quiet city skylines that suddenly didn't feel as untouchable as they once did. And yet, by morning, the sun still rose over Dubai's towers. Traffic returned, coffee shops reopened, life continued. That contrast is powerful, because moments like this remind us of something we often take for granted. Stability is not accidental. Security is not automatic. Peace is maintained, sometimes silently, by systems most people never think about. The interceptions, the emergency alerts, the coordinated response, they are invisible most days, until they're not. And while authorities continue to monitor the situation and the region remains tense, one thing becomes clear. In today's world, events happening hundreds of miles away can reach your phone in seconds. So now I want to ask you something. If you were in the UAE when that alert came through, what did it feel like? Were you calm? Were you afraid? Did it change the way you see regional stability? And if you're watching from outside the region, do you think moments like this are becoming more common globally? Let's talk about it in the comments. Because real conversations matter, especially during uncertain times. If you value clear breakdowns without panic, without rumors, and without exaggeration, make sure you like this video. It helps more people find accurate information instead of misinformation. Subscribe to The Detective for verified analysis, real-world investigations, and stories that affect everyday lives. And turn on notifications. Because in moments like this, staying informed isn't optional. It's essential. Until the next case, stay aware, stay steady, and I'll see you soon.